giving them, and they settle. And then there's the people that get hit by life. They go through pain. They face obstacles. They face adversity, but they refuse to give up because they know they have more potential. They know that they are capable of achieving so much more than what life is currently allowing them to achieve right now.
That's it. I'm done. No more. No more will I be treated like this. No more will I be overweight. No more will I be in a job that I hate. Making action a must will piss all over the fear you have, I promise you that.
What type of person are you? 10 years from now, 20 years from now, are you going to say that you created the life that you are living, or are you going to say that you settled?
We'll keep getting the same results you get now. We'll keep getting treated the same. We'll keep making the same money. We'll keep doing the things you don't want to be doing. And worst of all, you will get to the end of your life and regret that you didn't try.
You're closer than what you think. You're closer than what you think. With just a quick step, you are closer than what you think.
Every day is a new day. Every day is a new chance. Every day is a new opportunity to become a little bit better, a little bit smarter, and a little bit stronger than you were yesterday.
You close. Hold on. You close. You about to drop out. You're going too far now. Hold on.
Everybody wants to be successful, but don't be mistaken. No. Success is not an overnight process. Success is the result of taking small steps in the right direction every single day.
You're either moving forward or standing still.
Make a shift. You don't need a new net. You don't need a new fish rod. You don't need a new bait. You need to change. You're close, my brother. You're close.
The steps you take don't have to be big. They just have to be in the right direction. What direction are you stepping towards?
You're close.
Figure out who you are. Don't apologize for who you are, and then become even greater than you naturally are at what you are.
Once you understand that every time you lose, it's an opportunity for you to not only learn that lesson, but take it a +1 step past the lesson, you'll start to appreciate those lessons. So many people float down the river of life without ever even putting their paddles in the water, just hoping and praying and dreaming and wishing that they're going to end up somewhere good. Guys, that's not how life works. You know, you have paddles in your boat. You've just got to learn to use them.
Humans do not transition to another level when they're comfortable with the level that they're on.
The whole game's broken because everybody's too tied up into other people's opinions. I only care about my opinion of myself. And I care what my mom and wife and kids and the world think, just not as much as I care about the way I think about myself.
I had a very important person in my life come to me and say, who's your hero? I'm not going to think about that. Give me a couple of weeks. So I thought about it. You know who it is? I said, it's me in 10 years. So I turned 25 10 years later. That same person comes to me and goes, so are you a hero? And I was like, not even close. I said, why? I said, because my hero is me at 35. So you see, every day, every week, every month, and every year of my life, my hero is always 10 years away. I'm never going to be a hero. I'm not going to find that. I know I'm not. That's just fine with me because that keeps me with somebody to keep on chasing.
You want to be somebody who succeeds. You want to be somebody who builds something. You want to be somebody who people write books about one day. You're going to have to be okay with being bad for a long time.
I'm telling you, I've been thinking. I've been making calls. That's what I'm asking you to do. What fuels you? The reason why you're so lazy is not because you don't have the ability. You're so lazy because your dream's so small.
Stop whatever it is you're doing right now. Focus and block out whatever it is that has you distracted. Block in and listen. Words are the talk. Actions are the walk. People don't really care what you say. They are more concerned with what you do. We hear people say that actions speak louder than words, but those same people are saying it more than they are doing it. Ultimately, your daily actions determine what your goals are. It's up to you to make sure your actions and goals know what the roles are. Meaning, you must self-assess and know what the holes are and execute towards your true passion, and soon you'll get that gold star. See, stars like you know that on the road to glory, there will be moments that will define your story. Think about what I'm saying. Words are the talk. Actions are the walk. Don't tell me you're going to do something. I'd rather you show me. Don't talk about it. I'd rather you be about it. And all of a sudden, you want to quit. All of a sudden, you want to drop it. All of a sudden, you want to give up. Lock in and listen harder than you ever listened before. Because quitting is not an option. Dropping out is not an option. Giving up is not an option. The only option is for you to start living up to your potential. What I need you to understand is words are the talk. Actions are the walk. Because at this very moment in time, you are ready. You're ready to break like a glass jar. You are ready to break like a speeding car. Breaking is not who you are. See, right now, my friend, it's simple. You are in the dark. And you know what I need you to do for me when you're in the dark, right? Turn the lights on when I'm talking to you. Because you said your goal was to graduate. You said your goal was to make yourself, your parents, and your family proud. Those are your words, not mine. Because at the end of the day, your words don't mean much. It's your action. But this is the moment that I need you to transform and become the world's biggest chooser. Because I need you to choose to start in. I need you to choose to start climbing. I need you to choose to start redefining. I need you to choose to start realigning and priming yourself for a major comeback. Be different. Think different. Words are the talk. Actions are the walk. Now, all you got to do is walk the talk. Your actions are what people will remember you by, not your words. Now, they might remember you said a cool quote for how much you sounded like some intellectual philosopher, but if you don't practice what you preach, how much do people really believe you? So let's do the math. The common denominator is you. And you have fallen into that woe is me syndrome. But I need you to detox and get that wine out of your system and change that woe is me syndrome into the oh it's me syndrome. Because yes, my friend, you are the problem. And so I need you to own and not rent that fact. Your actions are what makes your words look.
What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? I hope everybody is doing wonderful. I hope everybody had a great start of October. How's everybody doing this morning, this night? Everybody doing all right? Y'all ready? Y'all ready? Y'all ready?
Doing good. Let's get it.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. So, yet again, guys, this is Market Structure Friday. This is your favorite investor, Mr. Invest with Jay, also known as Jeff Money Making Kirkland. Guys, we're going to start back off where we left off last week. Just really starting, going down just a couple different pairs. If you guys have any special requests, like I always tell you, don't hesitate. Drop it in the chat box. We'll try my best to get to those pairs. All right. If you guys have questions about trades that you took this week in particular, and you wonder, what happened with that trade, if it went sideways or even if it went in your favor, right? And you just magically took the trade and, you were in profit. Let's find out why that happened. All right. All right. Because never, right. My mentor always taught me, from square one, your losses are not losses. Okay. Your losses are lessons. So if you took a loss this week, right, count that as a lesson. Count that as a lesson learned and figure out what you can do to be better and, fix it the next time so you won't have to worry about that loss. It will now turn into a win. All right. So starting back off where we started last week, make sure you grab a pen, paper, take some notes, and ask some questions. All right. So starting back off, we started off at GU, guys. GU is my favorite pair. I told you guys all coming into October, you should be looking for a rise or a fall on the GBP pairs, depending on what they did, right? Let's just start from the top, right? On the daily time frame, right? We came in here, guys, and we marked this up, all right? I'm going to mark it up yet again. But I showed you guys, right, based off the line chart, okay? The line chart, we were taking our little trend lines here, okay? And we were connecting these higher peaks, right? Each higher peak here, okay? We extended that line out, then we connected those lower peaks, right? We just copy and pasted that line, right? And we cloned it, okay? And we connected those lower peaks. So we knew based off of connecting those peaks, right? Let me take this away here. All right, I'm gonna just edit some stuff. Whoop, whoop. Boom. So we knew based off those peaks, everything up here in this area, okay? Everything up here in this area was a resistance, right? Why? Because every time price touched this upper line here, right? What did price do? It fell. Right? And every time price came down here to this lower lines here, and here, right, it rose. So I told you guys, right, be looking for a possible rise off the GBP pairs. I said, be looking for it, right? If it happened here, it happened here. Chances are it's probably going to happen here, right? So coming into October, plus we had a major area of what used to be resistance, right, coming back to retest as support, right? We had that major area. Let me go in here to the lower time frames. What did price do? Right? Coming into October, right? It shot down, giving you guys like a little fake move, right? Right? That first move down, right, was to fake you out. It came back up, right? This could have been your impulse move. You're absolutely right. This could have been an impulse move. And then it came back and retested here, right? You could have been looking for the short opportunity, right? But the better trade was still because you knew this was on an uptrend. The whole trend has been trending up ever since August. Ever since back in August, it's been trending up. So the best opportunity was that buy opportunity to be looking for it, right? So price, you'll see this a lot in the Forex market. Price is going to play around this area, right? It's going to play around those major areas of resistance, support zones to try to fake you out. Okay, so if you took that impulse move, it came back, retested, right? That was a good entry to take it short, right? This was on the first. That was a good entry to take it short, right? But once you saw price come back up, right, and start playing around this area, you had to reanalyze to see what you saw, right? This is why I tell you guys you want to look for different types of patterns in the market, right? And those different types of patterns that I've talked about a lot is simple W's, right? W's, some people call them double tops. And I'm looking for those M patterns, right? The M's are going to come off of resistance, right? Look at here, right? Look how we had this nice M formation here, right? Come right off of resistance, okay? Look how we had this W right here come off of support, right? You're going to see this often, right? So here we are, we were looking for some type of nameable pattern here. What did we got? What did we get? We got a nice little W formation that formed here, right? As soon as we got that W formation, right, price immediately took off. Just took off, right? And I told you guys, I said, if this is going to keep dropping, okay, if this wants to keep dropping, chances are what it's going to do, right, because we also came in here and we drew this trend line here. I said, be looking out for this, because if this breaks this trend line, we're going to get some upward movement. So I said the aggressive trader, right, the aggressive trader could have took their entry here, right? You had a nice little run. Let's say you took it right off the trend line, right? You had a potential 100 pips to gain this week simply just by doing that, right? But let's talk about the next moves, right? So that's already happened, right? So there's nothing we can do about it now. So let's see what we got, right? Just from looking at currently what we have, right? This is now what we consider to be an impulsive move. It has now crossed that trend line, right? We're now getting a correction. We're still playing along this area here. We're still playing right here in this area. So chances are, what should our next move be looking for? What should we be looking for potentially for this to happen? What is the next move? Somebody tell me. More than likely, high probability. What are we looking for? We're looking for the buy. We're looking for it to go up. Exactly, right? We're looking for this move. Impulse, correction. We're looking for that move to continue up, right? Now let's put some pieces to the puzzle together, okay? Because this could easily fall, right? I'm not going to tell you guys it can't. But what you want to do, right, this is how you start to trap price even further, okay? Let me show you something, right? You guys may not think there's a uptrend forming, but there is. Check it out. Watch this. I'm just trying to get rid of some stuff. Let me change this from the arrow. Let me go to my crosshair. Like that a little bit better. All right, perfect. So check this out. Let's say if I was to take this away. If it wants to cooperate with me. All right, there we go. All right, so check this out. So on the 60-minute time frame, right, you can see we have started creating higher highs and higher lows, higher highs and higher lows. So we could go back to our line chart and we can connect those points, right? Let's trap price in from this low to here, extend this line straight out. Look at here. Look what we have, right? If price is going to continue to move up, it has to stay here. Clone this line. Don't edit it, right? Just move it, right? Move it to the opposite end where you see there are multiple points. Why did I choose here? Because we had a rejection here, and we had this rejection here. So now I have trapped price in. Look at this. Look how amazing that is. Look how I've trapped price in, right? So what am I looking for? I'm still have the same bias because we're still in the uptrend, right? So I'm looking for price to potentially give me some type of pattern off of this right here. If I'm going to get this rejection here, this major rejection here, this major rejection here, I'm probably going to be looking for some type of rejection here, right? So I'm looking for price to potentially come here, right? Respect this area. Respect it, meaning stay here, play around a little bit, give me some type of pattern, and I'm looking for it to take off. That's going to be my W formation right there. That alone is going to be my W formation. See it? Boom, 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 right? And I'm looking to head back where? Back to the top of this trend line, okay? And potentially up here, right? We could potentially make it all the way back up here. But my first take profit is going to be back up to here, right? I'm going to recreate my mirror image of what's over here on this side, okay? So let's say if I was to grab my mirror image, watch how I'm going to create it, right? From here to here, I want to flip this, and I want to create my mirror image to look something similar to this right here. My mirror image, there it is. Perfect. I want something to look similar to that to give me this nice movement to the upside, right? That's what I'm going to be looking for, all right? So chances are, if this is going to happen on one GBP pair, right, chances are it's going to happen on another GBP pair, all right? So let's take a look at the other ones. GA. I told you guys yet again. I said, look, what did I tell you last week? I said, look left, right? I don't know who was anybody on that last week, right? I said, look left. We were at a major area, right? This could respect here. What did I tell you? I said we never, right? Let's recap. I said when you get that major move up, right? Let's say if you were on a trend. Let's take a trend for example, okay? Right? I told you that impulse correction continuation, no matter what, you're going to have to come back and retest off that zone, right? Just like this, for example. It came up, it retested, and it continued, right? Using that example, we never got a retest of this area here. It just passed right, blew right past it, right? It never came back. So we were hoping, which we were right, it came back, retested. I said, look, I said, if this retest here, your first take profit is right here. What did it do? It came right to this area, respected it, respected this area, right? This was your entry for the sell. Entry for the buy was here. Entry for the sell was right up here, right? Came down here. You were still at this area. You had a nameable pattern here. A nice W formation formed right off of support. And look, we had a nice little wick to the downside, and it completely shot up, right? This sell, right? You could have been expecting this sell. Why? Why could we have been expecting this sell, right? Because based off the daily, right, all the GBP pairs, remember when we marked it up, all the GBP pairs looked exactly the same, right? Going into October. Every last one of them looked the exact same, okay? So we had multiple rejection here, rejection here, rejection here, rejection here. So look, it came right back up to that same exact spot. Look, I cannot make that up. Came right back to it. Easy money, easy money. Could have potential to this gave you 3 opportunities this week to take a sale. All 3 days you could have took sales. Just coming right off a trend line. That's too easy. Too easy, right? So let's just remark it up, right? Let's see what our next expectation for GA is, right? We don't need to look all the way back here. Again, we don't need to look back in 1960. There's no point, right? We want to look at what price is currently doing, right? From July of 2019, price has been trending up, right? It's safe to say for, I don't know, let's see how many, we probably got, I don't know how many days this is, but, this is about 40, 50, this is about 60 something days, a little bit more. This thing's been going up, right? So it's safe to say we could go to our line chart, okay? Start from the low, connect to the next one, to the next one, to the next one, to the next one. Extend this line out, okay? Just like this, right? We can extend that out, clone it. Don't move this line, clone it, take it to the other side and drop it. Now we're looking for, once we dropped it, we're looking for pins. Maybe I could get a pin here, right? This is how we correct to see if our trend line is correct. If we got pins, boom, nice pins everywhere. Look at that. We didn't even have to, right? We didn't even have to connect this one. Look at this right here, right? That just doesn't happen like that. Look, boom, pin. That tells you your trend line's accurate, okay? So let's see where we're at. Now here we are. Okay. So what did I say GBP USD was going to do? Let's recap. I said its potential go down first, and we're going to potentially get that move up, right? Chances are if one GBP pair does it, the rest are going to do it as well, right? We've already came from this high up here, right? So let's just take a trend line on this thing, right? So let's start from this low to here, you know, and we could kind of just take this down like this. Just like this. I kind of like this. You know what? Yeah, I'm gonna use this one right here. This is perfect. Okay. Just right there. Clone this line yet again. Let's enclose price the best that we can. Take it to the opposite side. We want about 3 or more points connecting. So I got 1. I'm hoping I'll get something here. 2, 3. All right. Let's see what we can find. Boom. Look at those wicks. Let me show you again. If you missed it, look at it again. I'm looking for wicks. Wicks to tell me this is accurate. Boom. It's accurate, right? So I'm checking. I know every time price touched up here in this area, we dropped. Every time price touched down here in these areas, I rose. So I'm back yet again up here again. I know GBP USD has the potential to drop and then rise. What am I looking for this? If this is going to rise, it's going to give me some type of pattern, right? Never. Let me show you guys something, right? I'm not expecting this. Anytime you guys get a trade and you just see something like, you know, think about a trend for a second, okay? A trend usually comes back to about somewhere like this, right? Gives you a nice moves, right? An actual trend usually comes back like that. Okay? So let's look at it. So I know if price is going to take off, it's not going to take off just with this sharp angle. Look how sharp this looks compared to this. We're going to have to get some type of formation like this, then it'll take off. I want you guys to always remember that, right? Just like here, it came here and it came back, right? We never got this next pattern, right? Price didn't take off. Same thing here. It kept dropping. Came here, kept dropping. Came here, came here. Still, you didn't see this rise until you got a big little triple bottom to push. See that? So I'm looking for something similar to that over here, right? Plus, right? Let me show you how I got confirmations. Give you guys multiple confirmations. Plus, on top of that, we can clearly see, if we take a halfway mark, look how this left side has now copied to this right side, right? Everybody sees that, right? This left side has now copied. So we know this right side, this left side, what was originally the right side has now got to get copied over here. We know that. That is facts. We know that. We know that. History repeats itself every single year. So what am I looking for? I'm looking for a nice move down, right? Maybe it could potentially come down here. I don't know, right? But I'm looking at, what I'm potentially looking at is this area. I'm looking at my last area here, okay? Because I see every time price touched here, what did it do? It kept rejecting off of here. So maybe I'll get a touch here to give me that W pattern yet again, and we can hit this break to the outside. That's what I'm looking for, right? I'm looking for that. I don't see any other bias because I wouldn't be looking for a sell, right? Because it has to break. If it's going to sell, it has to break this, right? It has to break this daily trend line. It's too close. This is a huge support right here. It's huge, right? So if it's going to break it, like, it's going to have to seriously give me a big move down to the downside. I just don't see that happening. I don't see it happening. Not right now. I see a mirror image forming for this side over here, right? And maybe it's not even that side. It's really this side right here, actually. Boom. For my visual learners. There you go. That's what I see. Look at that. Now you guys should be able to see how this left side is this right side is planning out like that left side. Something similar to this. Maybe not exact, but something similar, right? Because even if I get this break out here, I'm still, right? So aggressive traders, you can enter here. Conservative traders, you're going to wait for that impulse move. You're going to wait for that correction. Once that correction happens, guess what? You're taking off. Conservatively. Both entries are still great entries, right? If you're a conservative trader, you're a conservative trader. If you're aggressive, you're aggressive. Guess what? All I care about is that you're making money. And if you're making money, I'm happy, right? You're happy and I'm happy, all right? G Swissy, let's just go down the line. Look at this. I can't make this stuff up, guys. Look at this. G Swissy, what did it do? Respected this area. Man, look at this. This is awesome. We're respecting these areas. Look at all these G pairs look the exact same, right? Tell me you can't trade them all. It's crazy. Look, GBP USD, right? If we're exact the same thing we drew up last week. If we're going to get a sell, we're going to have to break through here. It's too close to this. What am I looking for? I'm looking for a nice W to continue to move up. That's my move going into October, right? If I break it, no worries. If it breaks, it breaks. Then if it breaks, I'm waiting for that impulse. Great. I see price shooting down. Don't go chasing after it. Don't go chasing after it. Why are you going to go chasing after something? Right? You know, why are you going to go chasing after something? Don't be like the cat that has 9 lives, okay? Because in Forex, you ain't going to have 9 lives, all right? You're going to blow your money, right? And then you're going to come back to Jeff, and you're like, Jeff, what happened, man? And I tell you not to chase it. Stop being that cat that thinks you have 9 trading accounts and you only have 1 life, okay? Let's not do that, right? Wait for confirmation, right? Hasn't mama always told you? I know my mama always told me, look both ways before I'm crossing the road, right? Mom was giving me confirmation. She was giving me confirmation. She said, look, if you run out there in the middle of the road, you're gonna get hit. So why not wait for confirmation, right? Why not wait for the confirmation so you don't get hit, right? Hopefully that's a good analogy. Hopefully that'll click to some of you guys when you see prices huge or taking off like that. You decide you want to go hopping in the trade, right? We don't want to do that, all right? So G Swissy, same thing. GJ, right? Now GJ has just kind of been, I ain't gonna lie, GJ has been on some other stuff, right? But we ain't gonna sweat it, right? Let's look at GJ together. GJ, take a look at the daily. Now, I'm liking GJ. I do like you, right? But there's some things I don't like about GJ. Okay, I'm gonna show you why. Some things I like about it, some things I don't like about it. I like the fact on the daily that this is a huge support area, right? So I'm not looking for no type of sales, really. I really ain't, all right? Now, what I do like, GJ is something I got to put in on a little bit smaller scale because I saw this clear W formation. Everybody can see that, right? What I like is that this area was a respected area as a support. Resistance, right? Price came to it, it rejected off of it. We never got a retest of this, right? That's one thing. We never got a retest. Plus, if we use our line chart, we can see clearly from one line to the next, okay? Extend this out. We're due. If this is going to go up any further, we have to come down, right? That's what I like about GJ on the daily. So I'm looking for GJ. I don't know how far GJ is going to drop. I don't know. I'm not going to say I know because I really don't. But I'm hoping best pristine setup for a buy. I would love to see it come off of this. I would love to, but it may easily reach down to this level here, right? Maybe wicked or something. The only big GBP news I know for a fact that's coming out next week is on Thursday. And there's a lot of GBP news on Thursday, right? So I'm probably, knowing news, give you some type of weird wick or something. I'm probably going to be looking for around Thursday-ish, if it hasn't already made it down here. Give me some type of wick to this area downside, right? Remember what I told you guys about wicks, right? Wicks show you the direction they're going to take the market. Look, wicked up, they took the market down. Wick down, they took the market up. This huge wick down to the downside took the market up, right? This is a 4-hour time frame too, right? We can do this on any time frame. It's the same stuff. Wicks to the upside took the market down, okay? So maybe we'll get some type of wick, okay, to come back down to this area, right? But it's the same thing. I'm still going to be looking. I want to be on a buy, honestly. Now, if you guys want to connect it, right? Because you can connect this. This is clearly lower lows, lower highs, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower highs. So if we have that, that means we can draw a trend line on it. Now, GJ is probably something I'm going to trade conservatively, right? Just by looking at it, right? So I'm going to put a trend line on it, okay? And I want to confirm my trade, right? I'm looking for a wick here, maybe. Boom. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. So I'm looking for, right now, GJ's still currently on a downtrend, looks like, right? It's still on a downtrend. So, right, you guys can see that. Ever since September 20th, it's been dropping. So it's on a clear downtrend. So, you know, even if you want to trap price in, that's fine, right? Let's trap it. Clone this line. You can clone it. Take it to the other side, right? I'll probably take it to something like right here. Maybe get a wick here, maybe a wick here. I don't know. Let's see. Okay, love it. It's crazy. So I'm looking for something maybe in this area to reject off this, maybe coming into Monday, fake out, right? I call Mondays fake out. Monday always takes you in the opposite direction where the market is going to go for the week. Monday fakes you out, thinks you're going in that one direction, just like GU. We showed you on GU earlier. So fakes you out, and then probably we'll get this move. But for me, I'm looking for this impulse here, correction here, and then I'll love to take that because that is confirmation for me. I'm on the buy. Everything over here is buying, right? Everything over here is selling. Sell zone, right? So I call sell zone over here on this side. This is buy zone, buy territory, you know? All right. So I'm going to be looking for something similar to that is what I'm going to be looking for. That's going to be my observation on GJ, right? You know, GN, man, look at that. That if that ain't perfect, guys, man, if this ain't perfect, look at that. That's wonderful. Look at all these rejections here, right? Only clear observation. I'm going to the upside. I love it. I'm not even going to mark anything else up on this. I love it. I love it the way it is, right? If you want extra confirmation, you could put a trend line here. That's fine. Impulse, correction, continuation to keep it moving. Simple and easy, right? Let's hit the USD CAD up. Uh-oh. Looks like we got something on USD CAD. It's following what we said. I told you guys, look at this, man. I told you guys last week, USD CAD, we had this nice trend that was trending down, okay? And we had this nice trending. I told you it was getting to a point where it wanted to break out. It was going to break to the downside. If it broke to the downside, we knew we were going to wait for that impulse move, correction, continuation. But what did we get? I can't make this stuff up, guys. This is the same markup, right? If you don't remember markup, go back on YouTube, check out the videos, the same stuff, right? Before it even happened. But look, impulse, right? We can really take all this out by this point, right? We don't even be looking at all this, right? Look at here. Boom. If this is not an impulse move, I'm looking for a correction. Some type of correction to come back. Maybe pristine. I wanted to touch this line, but, you know, it ain't always going to happen the way I want it. So I'm looking at the area of support resistance here. Love it. right here. I'm looking for this to possibly come down. Maybe we can get a roll back up, right? Maybe we can get a roll back up. That's USD CAD. I'm looking for something similar to that, okay? Could we potentially fall here? Yes, we could, absolutely. You know, but I'm still looking for the buy. I'm in for this for the buy all day long. Oh man, see guys, I hate showing you guys some charts that we mark up all together. Man, if you guys aren't taking advantage of these charts, I don't know what to tell you. Like these moves are pristine. Look at this, right? I missed all this. That's crazy. Anyways, no biggie. Oh, no wonder USD AUD. I don't even know who trades that, right? Who trades USD AUD? I don't know about USD AUD. That's a weird pair. I don't even know if my broker has that. Let's keep it going. Oh man, look, UJ. What did I tell you, right? My UJ fans. Told you guys UJ going into October, we had this little range here, right? Everything up here was a sell zone, right? I said, box this in, right here. Oh man, we all crazy messed up. Here we go. I said, box this in right here, right? I said, I'm looking for the sell. I'm looking for it. I said, I believe the sale is coming. I love the sale, right? I said, look for it. It didn't happen when I wanted it to, right? Didn't happen when I wanted it to when we marked it up here, right? It didn't happen. It just rolled off of it. But as soon as it rolled off of it, look, you were in a deeper area of resistance, straight resistance, okay? The moment that you got this impulsive move, right, just like we planned out, it corrected itself. Look, almost in the same spot. It corrected itself, and it fell. Just fell. Wham. Wham. Right? If you didn't take advantage of that, then wham. Right? I'm telling myself that. Wham. Right? That's money. I'm giving you guys money, right? Why are you not taking advantage of it? Right? All right, let's look here. So, same thing. UJ, right? If you missed last week's session, let's recap it. Okay? UJ, we know, has to make this big old mirror image. I told you guys this. This big mirror image. I'm looking for UJ to keep rolling, right? At least all the way up here. I'm looking for it to keep rolling, right? So big mirror image. We had a big resistance here. Nice support here. Zoom in, lower time frame. For all the way back since August, it's been trending in the upward direction, okay? So we capped it off by the line chart. Hit up with the 4 hour. This is straight support here. What should we be looking for, right? Is it not awkward how all these pairs look the exact same? Like, is that, I don't know what it is, man. I don't know if that's the end of the year type thing or I don't know what it is. But this is crazy, you know? But here we are. Yet again, UJ's at a big area of support, right? What am I looking for? I'm probably going to be looking for this move up. Probably. More than likely. Could this drop? Absolutely, it could. If it does, we take advantage of it. Impulse, correction, and we keep it falling. We keep selling, right? We just keep selling. That's all we do. That's all we can do. You take advantage of it, right? So, you know, I think I'm gonna throw a trade call on this for you guys. Like, I think I'm gonna call a trade call on this. I think I'm gonna say long position, for aggressively, okay? Long position. I think my stops would be below this low here, okay? And I think my target's going to be up here. That's a wonderful, good risk to reward ratio. Risking about 35 pips, going for about 143. That's really good risk to reward ratio. I wouldn't bet on that, right? Could that potentially stop us out? Absolutely, right? If it does, guess what? We take advantage of it. We make all our money back, going to the downside. And if we go to the downside, guess what that risk to reward ratio is? Even better, right? We'll have about a stop. Oh, it's not right. It's a long position, right? I need a short position. My short position, I'll probably be looking to take an entry somewhere around here. My stop would be, we can't really determine a great stop right now, but my stops would probably be very tight. But guess what? I'm shooting for about 240 at that point. You know, it'll probably be something like this, maybe. Still, they're risking about 35 pips to really go for about 240, 200 to about 210. Either one of those trades are going to be great. I'm telling you guys, one of those trades will happen. It's only going to do one or two things. It's either going to buy or it's going to sell. Guess what? You take advantage of whichever one you see. Trust the process. Trust yourself. Don't doubt it. Don't question it. Right? If you're the type of trader, right? I used to be like this, but if you're the type of trader that's like, I see a support, I see a support, I see a support, I see a support, but I don't want to take the trade. Right? If that's you, I'm telling you right now, you know, we gotta change that. We gotta work on that. We gotta work on that because that's not trusting yourself. That's not trusting yourself. That's not trusting your strategy. You're hesitating, and we can't do that in this market. We can't hesitate. If we have a setup, we take it every single time. It doesn't matter, right? I'm about to preach. It does not matter, right? What I've told you guys plenty of times. You know, your professional traders, they don't look at just one trade, right? They think in quantities over quality, right? This trade can be the best looking trade, but guess what? A professional trader doesn't care about that one trade they're getting ready to take. This is what they care about. They look at all the trades. They look at their strategy. They say, okay, I got to win this strategy. But guess what? I got to win this strategy. This trade could be a loser. This one could be a loser. But guess what? This is a winner. 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 Maybe this is a loser. Winner, winner, winner. They don't know what order the winners and losers are going to come in. Right? This is for somebody tonight. I'm telling you. They don't know what order those winners or losers are going to come in. They just take the trade. Set up, take the trade, be done with it, set your stop, set your take profit, and go. You know, go take your dog for a walk in the park. Do something, right? Do something, right? Don't be a trade stalker. Don't watch your trades, you know, because that's just going to drive you nuts. I promise you that. That unless you're scalping, then I can understand. But, you know, if you're swinging it, let that thing go, you know, and go enjoy your day, right? Come back and, you know, I can almost guarantee you're going to be in profit. You Swissy. Oh, man, what happened, you Swissy? Okay. Now, you Swiss, we're going to do some work, too. You Swissy. Man, this thing looks complicated. But we can do it, right? Now, I'm going to tell you guys, right? You know, I've been marking up charts for a while, but if you come to a chart and it does not look good to you, guess what? There's 40 other something pairs, 100 other something pairs out there you can look at. Just get off of it. Get off of it. All right? Well, we're going to look at it for people that like Swissy. Okay? I know I got a lot of haters on Swissy. We ain't going to talk about that. So we got this huge area of resistance. Why? We had multiple rejections here. Okay? Let's take a look at them. We had this one. This one. Look at all these rejections here. I mean, this is strong. This is a strong area. So from looking at that, my really only observation for Swissy is the drop. I'm looking for Swissy to drop. That's all I can say about it, right? We're going to look at it on a smaller scale. I told you guys, right? Look at the way this is forming, right? If this is going to drop based off a trend, right? Let me grab my marker. Based off a trend, think about it. Downtrend looks like this, correct? Look how these are forming here, right? On your downtrend. Look how these are forming right in here. So here we are, downtrend, and we're forming in this upward motion. See that? See that? So I know I'm looking for a drop just by looking at that, right? But we can put it together in pieces, right? We can put it together, right? So daily, we can see this has clearly been going up ever since August. Ever since August, it's clearly. Let's go to the line chart. Let's connect it. From one end to the next. Stretch this line out just like this. Boom, drop it. Let's clone it. Do not move this like this. If you do that, you have now messed everything up. Don't do that. It's wrong. Just clone it. You want to be parallel, right? Parallel. Take it to the opposite end, right? I like this. I like this rejection here. Okay, yeah. I could put it here. I could, you could put this here or you could put it here. Either way. I think I'm going to go here because I like this rejection here, this rejection. I like all these rejections, and I'm hoping for Wicks here. If I get Wicks there, this tells me it's a valid. Let's find out. Boom, baby. Love it. 4 hour. Here we are. All right. So as of right now, okay, as of right now, yes, we are still in line with this big support area. Man, look at how this is looking. Eventually, you're gonna be dreaming about this setup every single time. It happens literally. That happens on every pair, right? You're gonna be dreaming about it. So I mean, right now we are on this big old support area, but be mindful every time price touched here. Okay, be mindful every time it touched here, it reversed. Okay, so you could be potentially looking for a drop. All right, but as of right now, we got to keep taking advantage of this buy. It's because it's been trending in the buy. I'll be looking for this to give me some type of pattern, maybe a W, and I'll be buying back up to here. I'll keep doing this. I'll keep doing this over and over and over again until finally I'll lose one time. But guess what? You lose that one time. This goes back to me talking about quantity over quality, right? Look, I would have won here. I would have won here. I would have won here, right? So I've already won 1, 2, 3, 4 times, maybe 5. 5 times this just came down here. Maybe I'll take a 6. Even if I won 5 times and I take one loser, big deal. Big deal. I'm not sweating that. I'm not sweating that. It's nothing. Okay? Just make sure you use proper risk management. Okay? That's the key. Proper risk. So as of right now, I'm still looking for this. But I do have to put this in here. If we break, because we could potentially break, impulse, correction maybe, and we're going to fall. Now, let me show you something. Anybody see anything here, right? Anybody see? If I did this, okay? The reason I'm saying this could fall because look, if I did this, doesn't this right side is sort of starting to look like this left side here? Right? Let me put the pieces to the puzzle together for you. Watch, check us out. So I'm saying this could do whatever it wants to do, right? I'm gonna put it about right here. Flip this bad boy. Look at there. Looks like the same exact picture, don't it? I bet you guys see it now, right? You see that mirror image now, right? So we could potentially get that, right? That can be potentially valid. If it happens, it happens. You know how to take advantage of it. You take this small loss, eat it. Eat it. Right? If you take that small loss, if you enter that buy, right, and it does not go in your favor, you take that small loss, you eat it. You eat it. That's how my mentor had to teach me. Eat that loss. Don't sweat it. Eat it. Because guess what? You're going to make it all back right here. Eat that loss. Take it like a man. Take it like a woman. Right? Man, you better, if any men on this call, you better take it. You better take that football hit. Women on this call, you better take that. You better take that baby getting pushed out. It's painful. Eat it. But guess what? In the end, you learn from it. In the end, you learn from it, and the result is always glorious. Man, these analogies are just hitting me tonight. Anybody like my analogies, type 1 in the chat box. If you don't like them, I stop. Right? I'm having fun with y'all tonight, man. It's Friday. All right. I see I got a question in the chat box. Let's see what it is. What did you say about long wicks ups and down? So long wicks, right? If you get wicks to the upside, it typically means the trade is going to fall. Wicks to the downside, it typically means the trade is going to rise. Okay? That's it. That's simple, right? Not will it happen every time? No, it won't. But sometimes it will. Okay? Most of the time, majority of the time it will, right? All right. Let's keep it moving. Keep it moving. Euro USD. Okay? Euro USD. I got to put this out on the daily time frame, clear this out. This is ugly. Man, this is ugly. But, you know, it is what it is. So, line chart. I'm looking at all this. This is, I've never seen nothing like this. But man, I see just all this right here. This is my trend, long story short. Just this big old trend here. Okay, I'm starting from here, and I'm just hoping for rejections everywhere, right? And I'm going to get it as accurate as possible. Yeah, that's about accurate. Right about there. Maybe some wicks here, wicks here, wicks here. Let's just find out. Can he do it? Yes, he did. Boom, 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 boom. Pretty accurate, right? So that means we got to clone this line. That means we have to clone it. We have to. Right? We got to take this to the other side. Maybe here. Multiple rejection here, here. Okay? Euro USD. What am I looking for? 4 hour. Okay? My best entry for a sell is up here, honestly. It's my best entry for a sell. But I do have to keep in mind on a smaller time frame, I want you guys to see this, right? On a smaller time frame, I've been getting these lower lows, lower highs. So that means I have to connect that. I don't have a choice. I have to connect that. So on my smaller time frame, I'm going back to my line chart, okay? And I'm connecting it from one end to the other. Maybe some, oh man, yeah. See, now this looks interesting, depending on how you draw this trend line. But I'm gonna put it here though. All right, I'm not gonna fake you guys out too much. I'm gonna put it there. Maybe I'll get a wick here. Let's see. Okay, close enough. All right, so I'm gonna clone that line. Now I'm gonna show you what I did. Right? You guys let me know if I'm going too fast. This is what I did. This is what I'm looking at. So I'm looking at this daily, and I'm looking at this, and I'm saying to myself, well, my best entry for the buys are down here, right? Best entry for the sales are up here. This is kind of in the middle of nowhere. It's just in the middle, right? Obviously, if we connected here, it's pinned here, and it came back up here. So I know here is a sale, here's a sale, here's a sale, and, you know, getting close to here's a sale. You guys see that on the daily, right? So 4 hour, I'm looking for probably a sale. I'm probably looking for this to pull up maybe a little bit more. And I'm probably going to sell back down here, honestly. That'll be my move for next week, honestly. That's about, you know, that's going to be about a good, coming to the downside. You know, it's almost 120-something pips. That's a good, that'll make your week. That'll make your week. Could this potentially break here? Now, granted, I'm going to tell you something. If you see this break up here, pull back here and pull up to here, I would not recommend the buy because you know this is a sell is going to come. This sell is going to be worth a whole lot more than that buy would. Right? And I'm not sure about this one, you know, but I'm not sure. So what am I going to do? If I'm not sure about it, I told you guys, I'm going to check my work. I don't mind checking my work. I want to see what everybody else says, right? Because I want you guys to remember something. It doesn't matter what strategy you come down to. If you're using stochastics, a cloud, whatever, you know, it doesn't matter. All it matters is that you catch the move. So let's look. Euro USD, okay? I'm looking for someone else's work. I'm cheating. Forex gives you the only thing you can cheat in, right? Can't cheat in school, but you can cheat on Forex. All right? But look, ideas Type in EuroUSD. Let's see if somebody, they may not have done it yet, but let's go to the newest. Okay. And let's see. Okay, so this is done an hour ago, right? So this person's saying to themselves or to others, they're saying price is getting here, okay? It could potentially break to this upside, right? They saying that, okay? I can see that. Let's look at something else. I don't know what this one's saying. So this one's saying, all right, this is saying it's going to come back down, retest, and pull back up. Like I said, it could do that, right? This was saying sell, right? Saying, see, look at this, sell. So I like that, right? And what I'm looking for, granted, a lot of people have different opinions, but I'm looking for majority rules, okay? It's kind of what I'm looking for here. So majority of these people are telling me sell. I'm probably going to stick with my bias and sell. I'm sticking to my bias regardless, right? Because if you have one thing I learned in trading, guys, don't listen to other people, right? Well, don't listen to your mentors, right? Listen to people that's helping you out. But when it comes down to trading, right, if you have a bias of something, keep that bias. If you lose, eat it. You lose, eat it. Let's keep it going. So that's EuroUSD. I'm looking for a sell, period. I'm looking for the sell. All right, Euro JPY. I don't think many people trade that. Euro, the Euro JPY. I don't like that. I'm skipping it. Let's go to gold. Oh, man. Look at that. I know some people got faked out with this right here. But guess what? Right? Could have potentially took the sell when it came back to retest here. And then it came back up here. Gold has been playing around. Gold is dirty. It's dirty. It really is. But look at this on the daily. Yeah, now you guys can see it. Look at that. But you know what I see? Honestly, with gold, I'm going to clear this out. Because after this happened and this happened, that's a lower high, lower low. So I'm looking at gold. I'm changing my bias a little bit. And I'm looking at this trend here. It's big, I understand it, but it's nice. It's the only valid thing I really got. It may be connected here, right? Coming off of this, touch here, looking for a wick here, got that wick there. I'm just following price now at this point. Look at there. Now see, that looks pretty to me. That looks pretty. Okay, so for my gold traders, okay, this is what I see. I see multiple rejection here that acted as resistance. I see multiple rejections down here that acted as support. This explains why this came down here and came back up, and shot back up. So what am I looking for? Now gold, knowing that it plays dirty, I'm gonna put gold on the 1 hour, okay? And I'm gonna box this in as tight as I possibly can because gold moves very quick. So I'm looking at this here, and I'm gonna connect this up straight up. So what did I do? I took from this line to this line, and I just threw it straight up. Okay. I'm gonna clone this. I am gonna clone this. Okay, and I'm gonna take this to the opposite end, which is probably about right here. Okay. Granted, I'm looking at this and this. All right, let's see if I can get some wicks here. Okay. Got some nice little wicks. Okay, so this is pretty valid, right? You could have, if you want to make this tighter, you can bring this down to here. I wouldn't make it really no tighter than that. And yeah, I'm gonna stick with this one a little bit better. Maybe I'll get a wick here. If I get a wick here, I'm definitely gonna stick with this. Man, I didn't get a wick, but it is what it is. Just know that this area here is resistance. Know this area here is a support. Okay, I'm following gold the best that I can. I know this came, I think, what was this, NFP? Anybody take gold, sell NFP today? You know why. If you took gold, sell NFP, you know exactly why it sold. Just based off of that right there. You know exactly why it sold. Okay? It probably, honestly, I don't know. Maybe you had a buy stop, sell stop in it. Maybe this thing could have hit you both ways, honestly. I don't know. NFP is just tough, tricky. But you know why it sold. So by looking at that sell, right, I'm going to keep going down. 15-minute chart. Because like I said, these moves are big. Right now, smaller time frame, keep in mind this is a small support. This is a small resistance, right? So what we know, we got to get a breakout somewhere or another. This is going to play around. I think gold may play around in this area somewhere. Let me tell you how to trade this, right? This is a little bit differently, a little bit more advanced, but, you know, whatever. You guys are learning. So check this out. There's two things that's going to happen out on this breakout. I don't really know which way to go. Honestly, I don't know. This can go either way because it's just sideways movement right now. It's just consolidating from up, down, up, down. And if you want to trade up, down, you can. These pips are, I mean, that's 30 pips in here, 30 pips down, you know. But this is how you trade. It's the same thing. It's the same way. This is what you do. You see that break to the upside, guess what? You don't go chase it out there. You wait for the retest, then you take the buy. You see this break to the downside, wait for the retest, then you take it to the sell. If it just shoots to the downside, check this out. If it just shoots to the downside, great. You love it. Now you know this has been valid. You take this buy here. You take that buy. Okay? I'm going to confirm that buy. How am I going to confirm that buy? Support resistance. I'm going to look at this area here. That's going to confirm my buy. Every time price hit this area, it rejected. I'm looking for another rejection. Okay? Up here, same thing. If I get a triple top, 1 pin, 2 pin, maybe I'll get a third pin to the top. If I do, I'm taking the sell. I'm going to take the sell. I would take that sell down, especially if it wicks, right? Look at the wicks. The wicks are telling you, wick, 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 wick. Maybe I'll get a wick to the downside. This can do whatever it wants to do, but we want to take advantage of what we see, right? So if you're a swing trader, I just told you what to do. If you're a scalper, I told you what to do. Scalpers, you're going to look for these small moves. That's how you trade it. Swing traders, you're going to wait for these moves here. You're going to wait for the red. That's your move. One of those are your moves. So if you're a swing, you're a scalper, you now have what you're going to do going into the markets. Only thing you have to do. Let me tell you this. This is the only thing you have to do because I've literally just did the hard work for you. The only thing you have to do, swinger or scalper, is what? Who knows the answer? I'll cash app you $20 right now if you get it right. Who knows the answer? What is the only thing you have to do? I will cash app you $20 right now. Retest is not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for one particular word.
Pullback. Are you looking for a pullback?
What? No, I'm not looking for the pullback. I don't want you guys to tell me what I don't want you. How can I explain this? I don't want you to tell me technical wise what I'm looking for. I want you to tell me mental wise. And I probably just gave you the answer. Tell me mental wise what you got to do. First one to say it. There it is. Candace, you wanted $20. Send me your cash out right now. Patience. You just got to be patient. That's it. Only thing you got to do is be patient. You be patient and wait for those technical rules to line up, that pullback, that retest. Guess what? You got it. Only thing you got to do is be patient. Right? This is why I'm doing this, guys, because I don't want you chasing after the market no more. Stop chasing after the market. There's no point. Stop chasing after the market. All right? So give me a second. I'm going to send Candace some money right now. I told you guys be looking at it. I told you guys last week I was gonna start doing it. So, it is what it is. Let's see. Where you at, Candace? Candace, y'all gotta give me a second. CANA. What's it? Let me see. Candace. Candace got her some money, some free money, go to the movies or something. It's Friday night. Boom. All right, Candace, I just sent it to you. All right, so anyways, let's keep it moving, guys. NZD pairs. Whew, what happened here? I can tell you what happened here. Easy stuff. Look at all these rejections. That's why I bought. Now I'm looking at this area of resistance. Right? I think this is probably going to keep rolling up, honestly, but if it does, it does. All right, but let's go to the daily. Let's start from the top, higher time frame, right? This is why I think this is going to keep rolling up, because here we are. We got this big old W here. I think NZD may keep rolling up, honestly. We don't know just yet. It's kind of too early to call it. I think it will, but I think it's too early to call it right now. So NZD, JPY. Where's my drawing tools? I think I'm gonna call for a buy on this one. I really don't like it. Nah, I don't like that. AUD pairs. If I can't see it, I ain't gonna mark it up. I tell you what this looks like on the 4 hour. This is kind of easy. Support, resistance. I do like this now. This looks very easy. I'll wait for this thing to come back up here, and I'll probably be selling this back down. That's an AUD CAD right there. That's all I can tell you on that one. Multiple rejections up here acting as resistance. Multiple rejections out here acting as support. I'm gonna keep selling. I'm gonna keep selling, keep buying. You can't tell me consolidation is not the best way to trade. It really is, right? It's easy stuff. All right. So I know you guys want to get to this Bitcoin. Okay. Woo-hoo! What did I tell you? Bitcoin's due for a pullback. Impulse move. I told you. I said it's coming. That breakout. Impulse move. Bitcoin will probably fall. Bitcoin will probably pull back up. Okay. I'm looking for Bitcoin to pull back up. Once it pulls back up, I'll be looking to sell Bitcoin. Okay. I'm looking to sell Bitcoin. Yep. I'm looking to sell Bitcoin. I just gotta wait for a good entry. Be patient. It'll get there. I promise you it'll get there. Don't sweat it. All right. So guys, that's really it. That's all the pairs. Questions. I'm opening it up, for the next 10 minutes or so. Questions. What can I do to help you? Nothing. Cool. All right. Well, guys.
Wait. I have a question.
What's the question? Yeah.
So my question is, for example, right here with Bitcoin, when we wait for it to go back up, before we take when we wait for it to go back up, I guess my question is, I see where we have the trend line. I draw that, and I know that it's going to at least go up and touch it, or it will probably either touch it or go through it and then come back down. But my question is, the high that's right here at the top, will it go, how do we?
This high right here? or up here?
The very first, the high. It looks like the very first high, maybe the highest of the day.
Up here?
Up there.
Mm-hmm.
Is it going to? Because I see that we're on a trend downwards. I see it already. That was a high. Then the next was the next high. Then we got a high and a low. Then we got a lower high and a lower low. We keep going down. When the next one comes back up, is it going to the line more probability, or will it go back up there to that high and then drop all the way back down?
No, yeah, I don't see it. So you're asking, is it going to come all the way back up here and then fall?
Yes.
I don't see it coming all the way back up here and falling. Let me explain why. So when price has momentum to go in that direction, it usually keeps going in that direction, right? You still want to look at the basics. Think about basics, where a basic trend looks like this, right? Yeah. A basic trend is like this. You don't see something basic like, if it's going to pull all the way back up here, chances are it's probably going to keep going in that direction. If it's going to make this big move to the upside, because you got to think let's look at a daily scale. This is a daily trend line. So this has been trending down ever since June of 2019. So even if it decides that it's going to get all the way back up there, you will probably take advantage of the buys first to get back up there, if that makes sense. You'll take advantage of the buy that'll come. Your first entry for a buy will be when this impulse here came back correct. Then you enter for a buy here to keep taking this up. And this is probably going to keep staggering, stepping like this.
Okay.
Then it'll get up
sense.
Here.
Okay. Awesome.
And
that makes sense.
And then if it gets up there, right, this is a big area of resistance. If it gets up there, then you look at what you have. You look at your patterns, because if that happens, which it could, this could be this is how you plan your trades out. This could be one big M forming like this to fall all the way back down here. Now that's going to be, and then that'll be a big drop. That could potentially happen, but we don't know. It's way too early to call that, because if it gets all the way up here, this is predicted, it won't be up here to around December. I'm not going to wait just to December for this thing to get all the way up here to December and then sell it. I'll be taking advantage of the buys going up there to December. That makes sense.
It does. Thanks, Jeff.
Mm-hmm. So I personally only trade GBP pairs, and I trade them on the 15-minute chart because I love them. So entry, there's multiple things you can use for entry. I teach you guys based off of market structure, but entry, you can use your entry, impulse, correction, continuation. You can use your entry as that. No, you're fine. You can use your entry as impulse, correction, continuation, or, you can use an indicator as your entry. You can use an indicator such as, like stochastic, anything that gives you a signal of some sort, you can use that as your entry. Okay, so let me show you an example of what I'm talking about. So let's go back to GU, for example, right? GU on the 1 hour chart, I'm looking for a buy, right? I'm looking for a buy, right? So let's say if I was using MACD, right? Let's just say MACD, okay? Let's say I was using MACD. MACD has not crossed over, right? If you don't know how to use MACD, just to kind of give you an example, anytime MACD gives you anytime, the signal line crosses over this, it's a sell, right? Anytime it crosses over here, it's a buy, okay? And your oscillators are telling you, that you have, buyers in the market and kind of just have sellers in the market. So this hasn't really gave me a good entry for a buy yet. So I'm probably going to be looking for this to keep going on the buy side. Now, granted, like I said, I love the 15-minute chart. this looks like it's crossing over for a sell. Confirms that this is probably going to sell. Then once it crosses back over for the buy, that's my entry, right? I could use that. That could be a confirmation you can use. There's many different indicators you can use, to give you confirmations, okay? Why only the 15-minute chart? 15-minute chart for me, it just works. I just love it. It works better with my strategy. Now I do biases based off the 1 hour and stuff like that to kind of give me overall trend direction. But as far as entries, I'm always taking entries no matter what on 15 minutes. Always. Any other questions? All righty then, guys. No one else has any other questions. Then I'm going to go ahead and end this Zoom, guys. This is Jeff, all right? Also known as Jeff Money Making Kirkland. You guys can catch me every Friday. Don't forget, follow me on Instagram, YouTube, and the Facebook. And, guys, I will see you guys back next Friday. You guys have it easy. Have a good weekend.
Ezekiel, you have got to stop.